What's up guys, macadii here bringing you an RU battle with our current RU team. So today I'm against a guy called Trenig, and he has got quite a spooky team actually. Especially with that Silaglyph being there as well, because I do not like their cosmic power shenanigans at all. That Doublade is also particularly threatening, just poking out behind that Seismitoad. So looking at his potential lead, I do anticipate maybe the Tyrantrum leading, because that maybe his Rock's lead, or even his Seismitoad. It is a little bit tricky to say. Needless to say, I think probably Tartarus is the way to go. Because I can always go out into Dealer if he does end up leading with the Seismitoad. So we're going to go out into he's going out into Seismitoad. I'm going out into Spiritomb, as he may decide to set up his rocks here, so it is quite tempting to possibly stay in actually instead. Because my problem is I really can't do a huge amount to the Doublade with Dealer, which is going to get a little bit scary. Luckily I have plenty of access to Sucker Punch and other things like that, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem with Doublade. So we're going to go for a Will-O-Wisp here. It would be good just to get a burn off on this. Nothing really appreciates taking a burn there, apart from the Silaglyph obviously. So the question is this thing special or physical? I have a feeling it probably is special, because that's what they normally are. So we're going to go out into Dealer here. It was just worth it just to get a burn off for free, as he does go for the Scald here. And this means we can actually get a sub up, which is absolutely excellent. So we're going to go for the sub here. If he decides to go out into Doublade, we can Spore from there. He may decide to go out into Vision. Now this is why Dealer works so well. You get up the sub, they go out into a Grass type, and they're suddenly in a lot of trouble. So he does have the Zen Headbutt there, so we're going to go for the Sludge Bomb, and that does a really decent chunk. He does pack the Lumberry, which is unfortunate. So we're going to go out into whom? That's the question. Because it would be good to go out into Palindroma, but the problem is we're then going to have a Leaf Blade coming our way. We haven't got the Toxic on there, and I don't think we're definitely not going to be able to take a hit from this guy. So I think probably the best switch is going to have to be yeah, maybe Palindroma may have to be the one to switch in, because we can then go, or maybe even Beyblade. No, because he's going to go for the Zen Headbutt here. So I think that's probably the only option we've got. Actually, let's go on to Tartarus, because Tartarus resists the Zen Headbutt. He does go for the SD this turn, so we are going to have to try and go for the Will-O-Wisp, try and snag that burn. That is the only real option we've got. He crits us with the Leaf Blade, which puts us in a much more tricky position, because the question is, can we take it out with an Ice Shard from Glalie? And something tells me we can't. I don't know, actually, if we Mega Up Ice Shard should be able to take it out, I think. To be honest, it is our only real option here, especially considering it packs a Zen Headbutt. So we're going to Mega Evolve, and we're going to go for the Ice Shard, and just see how much this does. Hopefully it does enough. Yes, it does do enough. That's absolutely brilliant. So it would be good to get rid of these rocks whenever we can. But obviously at the minute, that's not looking like a possibility, especially with that Doublade being there as well. We're going to have to really watch out with that Doublade and make sure that it doesn't get a Swords Dance up. He goes out to the Silaglyph now. Now, I think he really underestimates how much damage Bigger Boat will be doing, because he's not got his Burn Orb yet, so he can't, he has the Sash. Sash? Okay. I have never seen a Sashed Silaglyph before, so it's the first time for everything, so oh goodness. Anyway, we are going to go out into, I think Beyblade. No, I don't particularly want to get caught out by that Doublade, so we're going to go out into bulky sets here, and we're probably, let's go for a Shadow Ball. because it hits everything. I know it's not particularly powerful on the Drapion, but I have a feeling if he goes out into the Seismitoad, which I think he's doing now, yeah, we don't 2-hit KO, unfortunately. So luckily we have got a safe switch, which is Dealer, so we can go out into that, and it's not going to be too much of a problem because Earth Power really isn't doing that much. And I think we're going to be cheeky this turn. We're going to go for the sub. I know we could switch out here, but it would be good if we could get a sub up as well. Yeah, I think we're going to go for that. There is he may end up outspeeding. Actually, he probably will end up outspeeding. So, he does switch out in the end. So, that's good. So, he goes out into the Siliglyph now. Unfortunately, we probably are going to get smacked with a Heat Wave. But it was just in case he decided to go out into anything else. Or Psychic, I guess that makes sense. But that Siliglyph is now out of the way. But Sash Siliglyph. I've never seen one of those before. Makes no sense. Okay, so he goes out into the Drapion now. Well, we know for a fact that Palindroma will be able to wall this guy for days. I know he might have the Swords Dance. And there's going to be a lot of setup on this guy especially if that's got the Dragon Dance. But I think if we can snag a burn with Alomomola, it's definitely going to make a lot of difference. He goes for the knockoff here, which is a shame, but let's see. He's got mainly physical attackers yet left, so let's go for the Wish this turn and see what he's going to go for. Because it would be good to try and go for a School, but I have a feeling I might not be able to take multiple hits from that. So he goes out into the Seismitoad here, as he is going to start getting whittled down by the burn. We're going to go for the Protect here, because there's no point doing anything else, as he just does go for the Earth Power here. So I think from here, we're going to go back out into Dealer, I think. I know it's going to do a reasonable chunk. He goes out into the Doublade now. Okay, so what we're going to have to do is, we should outspeed, yeah. So we're going to go for the Spore, as he does go for the SD here. So we managed to get this guy to go asleep, and we can go out into, let's see. Let's go out into Bulky Set, because we can go for a Shadow Ball here. If he decides to go out into the Drapion, we can get a T-Bolt off on that, and that's going to do a pretty decent chunk. But no, this is definitely the Pokemon I wanted to set to sleep, because it's pretty scary, I must admit. So we're going to go for the Shadow Ball here, as we'll see what he goes for. He wakes up this turn. Oh no, that's not good. So we're going to go out into Palindroma. That's really not good news, as we're going to have to go for the Scald. I know that Seismitoad can come in, but that really doesn't do too much. But we get the burn, which is absolutely brilliant. So this is not going to be doing too much to us at all. So we can go for the Wish here. I know he's going to probably start setting up, but I don't really want that Seismitoad coming in. That Doublade being burnt is going to make so much difference, and it's going to make life a lot easier. Considering how little that Shadow Claw is now doing, he's going to have to set up a lot to make any difference at all. So this turn we can go for a Scald again, and we will be at a pretty decent chunk of health, and that should be fine. And it'll be good just to get a little bit more damage. He does go out to the Tyrantrum this turn, which isn't going to get burnt, unfortunately. But hopefully the next move it will be. He is Dragon Dance. There's a huge amount of setup on this guy's team, which is quite scary. Unfortunately, I don't get the hit off. I don't get the burn, which is... this is going to do a lot of damage. But we just need to snag a burn. We snag a burn, which is absolutely excellent. So this means we can go out into Hitmontop, get our Regenerator up. And this is why this Regenerator core is absolutely evil. So we do get the attack drop as he goes to the Head Smash. And that really doesn't do too much, which is really good. So we can go for the Mach Punch here. I know he could go out into the Doublade, but I don't really see that being able to do much. Especially the Doublade being burnt now, it needs an extra turn, even just to get up to its normal amount of attack. From here, though, I can't see there being too much for him to do. I mean, the Drapion is going to get hit hard by Hitmontop. The question is, though, do I want to take a hit now, or I'm not really going to get a chance to heal up. So this is probably my chance to do that, and I do manage to take an Earthquake, And a close combat does a massive amount. Blimey, considering how defensive Drapion is, that's quite surprising. And we can go for a Mach Punch here to get some more damage off, as he does go for the EQ here. So from there we can go out into Palindroma again, and we're going to go for the Wish this turn, just to see how much that does. I have a feeling this might be banded, because he is sticking to the same move quite a lot. So we're going to go for the Protect, just in case he has another move to switch up on. And by the looks of things, no, he probably is either Scarfed or banded, probably banded. And he does end up forfeiting. To be honest, I can't see there being any way he could really win from here, considering all those two Pokemon were burnt, and it wouldn't only take maybe 1 or 2 schools to take that Drapion down. So I hope you guys enjoyed the battle, and I will see you at the next one. Macadii out.